So speaking of MAGfest, do you guys remember your first time at MAGfest or earlier times at
Yeah.
MAGfest?
I remember the last time at MAGfest before the last time at MAGfest.
I remember the first MAGfest actually, and I think you guys will remember it when I mention with that one was the one that we went out early and we spent New Year's there.
The New Year's.
And they had the James Bond party at the
Oh yes.
Maybe should I redo this when Eric is like actually in the shot?
Sorry.
Take two.
Take two. Yeah.
So I remember the first MAGfest that we did. It was like we were going out to, Virginia, like DC area for the first time. So we decided to make the most of it. We went there early and we spent New Year's at the hotel that MAGfest was at. And they had like a whole James Bond party. So it was
Oh, that's fun.
it was a good time. And we played
Yeah, I had to take a train in New York.
Oh, like you had a job
Didn't I?
out there or something? And
Yeah, we were doing a Go show, I think.
Okay.
That far back?
Was that because that's the one that I wore the James Bond, like I had a bow tie and they had, or was that?
I don't think so.
Was that something else?
I specifically remember the James Bond party, and they were like, "You're here for MAGfest. Do not go over there. You cannot cross that line." Like you could not casually walk into their party at all.
Your badge is not valid for
This
going
way,
to the
nerds.
James Bond New Year's party.
Interesting.
Um,
Well, what was the one where I took a train and maybe it was like the prom one?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
probably
that was years
probably
later.
the prom one.
yeah.
Where we all dressed up really well.
Yeah.
They had a
Sorry.
prom MAGfest?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, they did a prom on like Thursday
The
night.
Proto-Men
It was
played,
kind of
right?
like the kickoff night of the. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the Proto-Men played one of the proms, and then like Professor Shy Guy did one, which I think was the following year. Either that or they were both.
I
on
think they were the same
I
night.
can't
I think
remember now.
I think Professor
Okay.
Shy Guy performed after or
Yeah.
before the Proto-Man. I can't remember the order now. But it was like themed as the Under the Sea Ball from Back to the Future. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Which the other part I remember about that MAGfest was that was the one where we had, I think it was just me or like I had a first class ticket for that because my wife had like executive platinum status on American Airlines. So she was able to like upgrade my ticket. And then we showed up to the airport and Josh and I were both wearing our full suits because again, like
Yes.
packing space was an issue. So we just wore our suits on the plane. So then I'm flying first class and I'm wearing like a 3-piece suit. And then for whatever reason, we checked our bags and we were late to the airport. So we checked our bags and then we were rushing to go in the security line. And we realized we had one too many carry-ons. So then because I was flying first class, we were like, all right, Greg should take the extra carry-on because they'll give him the most like leeway. And they were like not having it. They were like, you have to go back and check that extra bag. It was like, I think I had my guitar and I strapped one of Brian's keyboards to the guitar. So I was like, it's all one carry-on. It's all tied together, right?
And I'm wearing a 3-piece suit.
And they tried to turn us back to check the bag, but we were past the like 45-minute cutoff, so we couldn't. And then finally, eventually, someone like was like, "Just go." And
I'm tired of
so
looking
I was
at
just
your
like wearing
suit.
a suit, and I was just sweating. And then Josh was wearing his suit, and he had a neck brace also.
We have proof of this.
Yeah,
We have a photo.
I definitely remember me and Josh posing together with our suits.
The neck
and
brace
his neck
was like
brace.
was an Eric
I cannot-
like inside that he told me about where It was like, if you wear a neck brace, everybody thinks you got injured, so they'll let you in places. You know, they'll be nicer to you, and also it doubles as a good sleep pillow.
Well, didn't I learn that because I actually had to wear a neck brace one of the years?
You hurt your neck and you wore a neck brace, and we kept getting taken to the front of every line, and we're like, oh, we got to do this again. So that's why I wore it to prom.
Somebody grab a neck brace for this.
Like, we got to see if this works again.
So, listener, viewer, let me just explain that Mega's travel is like the other entire half of the band. It takes so much
practice. We have a whole spreadsheet dedicated to who takes which carry-ons and which checked bags.
Yeah, we do like Formula One pit crew practice on where the car gets let off.
Yeah, we know exactly where
so much work.
One of them is over by 3 pounds, where we can take it out and put it into another bag on the fly.
Yeah. I mean, it is the other half of the band is just
it's very
getting
impressive.
And go.
I was like,
we've gotten really good.
like, oh my gosh, you guys are just
you came to MAGfest.
Putting them in here.
All right, we need 3 smart carts. Everybody fan out and find free ones.
Yeah, we figured it out. We're professional travelers.
Yeah, because we are at capacity at every moment of travel, right? So everyone gets 2 checked and everyone gets 2 carry-ons, and there's never a time where we're on 10 pounds underweight. That doesn't exist.
Yeah, there's always like several bags that it's impossible to get them beyond exactly 50 pounds.
Exactly.
Is that the last of it?
I think so. Most stuff ever going to MAGfest in Vegas. Most people, too. Weird.
A lot of merchandise, most of which we probably won't sell.
Can we bring that, Greg?
Yeah, got a ton of stuff. Okay, flesh and blood. I think we're on time. We checked in all the bags. We're on the plane. Everything's good.
We're on Virgin Airlines right now.
We're on the plane. This is Brian. Brian W.
This is Brian.
From Mass Effect fame.
Oh, yeah. I'll get that cred. Okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Sweet. And MAGfest will get to know him real quick.
Have you ever had any travel situations where instrument didn't make it with you guys, or you got you were delayed getting somewhere where you had a show?
All
did
of
you
the
have
above.
travel?
Yes.
Lots
of those. Our very last show, I forgot to bring my bass, so that was.
Oh my God! Right.
So
yes,
I remember. That was super cool. It was like the moment we got to the airport and we were just putting everything curbside. I was like, my bass is in my car and someone picked me up. Yeah. What was I thinking?
I did the same thing.
Oh no.
I don't remember. I think it was BitGen. Maybe I left my guitar. I showed up to the airport and it was the same deal. I was like, "Hey guys," and I was like, the second I arrived, and then we.
Yeah, because we have our bags so planned out that as soon as you're like, wait, we don't have the right amount of checked bags, or not, somebody doesn't have 2 carry-ons. It's like we must have forgotten something.
Yeah, and then there's been times where everyone knows we travel with the Mega's brain, which is our playback, our in-ears.
I don't know if anyone knows that.
It tells us what songs to play.
Well,
it gives us directions to the airport.
It really does. It's got the click track. It's got everything, and so it's this box. And one year, it came trundling out of the
the conveyor belt
baggage
thing,
conveyor belt, dripping water without either of the lids.
Yeah, both of the sides were just also on the conveyor belt in other places.
Yeah, and then it's we just tilted it up and it just poured water out of it. But there was another time when we were in the plane and we could see our guitars and everything on the thing just getting rained on.
And more than once, I've
like,
seen luggage like take my guitar and just like, throw it on the.
Yeah. That's why I now always carry on my guitar because they can be brutal with those. And Eric had a guitar broken, but luckily it was on the way
completely broken.
on the way home.
Luckily,
home, yeah. Stop the track. I gotta say something. Stop the track. Stop the track. I got. What up? This is Josh from the Megas. We're on our way to Game Unicon. We're a little jet lagged, but we're ready to rock. We have our soy lattes because we're from California, so we should be good to go.
Has extra whip in it and caramel.
Greggy got a frappy. So anyway, see you guys at Game Unicon. Woo! And for the record, this is Tour Beard Eric, day one. You can check it out.
Looking good.
Thank you.
You ain't got nothing on my tour beard, bro.
Well, you had a head start, brother.
And also, somehow in the history of the Megas, there was only one time that we missed a flight, which was...
Oh, yeah, me and you did.
No, all of us did. On a flight to MAGfest. I can't remember the circumstances exactly of why we were so late, but we got to the airport and it was like, we had like 42 minutes till our flight and it was the baggage cutoff. So we went to the movie theater and we watched Jack Reacher.
Oh yeah.
And
Jack Reacher.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then
TC hooking it up.
Luckily it was LAX to DC or whatever. So it was like there was several versions of that flight. So we were on the morning one. So then it just turned into, well, come back at like 6 o'clock tonight. So then we checked our bags in and then went to the movie theater and
had lunch at Islands.
Yeah, and it turned into a red-eye flight instead of a get there and have time to do something flight.
That's impressive, though. Out of all of the times, only one time.
Yeah, there's been a lot of close calls.
What was the one where I think it was me and you, Schneider, just having a beer?
Yeah,
miss it,
and the other
and you and Mikey were just furious.
Yeah, because we were the guys that they had to call our name in the terminal to like, you got to get to the gate in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I remember being on the flight, and you came on, Eric, and you had I don't think you could have to go beers or something, but you're coming back. You came in and you came onto the flight. And you're like, thanks a lot for telling me, Josh. I'm like, how is this my fault?